Okay, may have went on a little bit too long last time, but like I was saying, I think she'll be great. Yeah, Jodie Whittaker will be great as the new Doctor. Congratulations to her for becoming the new Doctor. All right, where's your anything to show? Do well. Alrighty, top 10 list. My top 10. Oh wait, top 14. I went with 14. Since for 13, I went for 13. We've now had 13 officially named Doctors. Even though it's the 15th regeneration, so technically she's the 15th incarnation of the being known as the Doctor. But here we go. And again, I applaud the BBC and Cheddar. What is his name? Chibnall? Chibnall. Chris Chibnall for doing it, because yes, she should be the Doctor. It's about time. We finally got this new incarnation. It'll be awesome. At least I'm willing to give it a shot. And if it doesn't work out, that's what, 3 to 7 years. Alright, on with the list. My top 14 companions. Number 1 being okay, 14 being my favorite, and this will probably be in 2 parts. Number 1, Nardole. When I first saw him, I thought this was going to be awful. But I have to admit, he did a great job. He made the character work. Nardole took a character that I wasn't even sure about and made him a great companion. Interesting characterization, interesting development. He and the writers did it in 1 season. That's pretty impressive. Oh, 1 season and a Christmas drama. Yes. That's kind of impressive to be able to build up a character and make them completely work within that length of time. Whether he was being a badass, being silly as could be, or just the complete round of spectrum of that character. And he worked well with the 12th Doctor. Alright, number 2, Sarah Jane Smith. Sarah Jane Smith, my bad. But yeah, she was great as that companion. She was a perfect companion for the Doctor she was with. She was a very good reporter. She always made sure her personality came through. And when she was in the show, you knew it was going to be good, and you knew she was going to do a good job as a character. She was so good, in fact, that she came back in 2000, I'm not sure when, but anyway, for school reunion. To show she still had it as that character. That the actress Elizabeth Sladen was still very good, and she even got her TV show. So she unfortunately passed. But these things happen. Okay. Number 3, Jamie McCrimmon. Very talented actor who did a darn good job as that particular companion. He was great with the Second Doctor, and I've only seen this, of course, in reruns I found on the internet that I would go to like PlayStation Network and other places and buy episodes, because of course I had to, because I can either or on tape because they have reward machines somewhere around here. At any rate, he did a darn good job as that particular companion. Alright, number 4, Susan Foreman. Say what you want, she always was good in any show she was in. She was the first companion, pretty much. And you could argue that Ian and Barbara were there, but she was already on the ship before they got there, so yeah, she is basically the first companion as the Doctor's granddaughter, she is the first companion. I'm not really sure how she died. Did she die 13 times? They never go into that. They say that she's dead now, but we never get anything like, wait. Okay, if she died, wouldn't she have regenerated? What? Shouldn't we have seen another life? I mean, I know that that's still showing his face, but she is a Time Lord. I mean, they didn't use the name Time Lords or Gallifrey in those episodes, but she's his granddaughter, and at no point has she acts like she's just a citizen of Gallifrey. And we know she can operate a TARDIS. She's been in the TARDIS long enough to where it would probably affect her if that's how we're going with Hobby. Because it's been debated here and there if this has happened through actual regenerate. I mean, yeah, through the Rassilon thing that he gives them the thing, or if exposure to the TARDIS itself. If she knows it, she's probably been through the school you have to go through to become a Time Lord and been given the gases and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure she can regenerate. We just have never seen a regeneration, and I'm just curious. She died 13 times? Okay. Anyway. So no, by the 8th Doctor she's still alive. People say she died in that, which, no she didn't. The son dies. Her grandson dies. She doesn't die in that story. At least I think so. I have to go look. Anyway. And that was Big Finish, and some things changed from Big Finish to what we see on TV. Number 5. Rory Pond. Yes, I am counting Rory as a companion. He was there long enough. He did a darn good job as that character. He developed a heck of a lot from when you first see him there. You don't even know he's the boyfriend of Amy in that first episode. Just a friend of Amy who's a male nurse. He becomes a darn good part of the show. Alright, number 6. Captain Mike Yates. Former member of UNIT. Talented character that always worked well with the 3rd Doctor. I don't think he ever met any other ones because he wasn't around in the Yeti thing, so he wasn't there when the 2nd Doctor met UNIT. But at any rate, he was gone, unfortunately, before the 4th Doctor stepped on the scene, but he was very good for that time when he was on there. Interesting character who was the 2nd in command, because you have, of course, Lethbridge Stewart, Captain Yates, and then Benton. Yeah, I'm not going to get into why Benton's not on my list, but he's not. Moving right along, Perry Brown. Great character who worked well with 2 Doctors. Pretty much you'll distinctly remember her as the 6th Doctor's companion, but she was in there for a while with the 5th Doctor's. And yeah, she did good. Alright, that is the end of part